Got a little Bass East exclusive for you here. Got the D-Bomb rigged on a Dirty Jigs. I believe this is a pivot head. It's got a Gamakatsu EWG hook on it, and this thing is a nice little creature bait. It's a good substitute for anytime you'd be throwing a football jig or even a Carolina rig. It's a nice alternative. Gives the fish a very different look. This bait has a lot of action when you move it real slow. It's hard to find a bulky bait like this that has a lot of action when you move it slow, other than a double tail grub. You can use that, the twin turbo on the back of a football jig or whatever you like. But if you want a little different look, check out the Missile Baits D-Bomb on the back of this. It's a 1/2 ounce head. That's probably what I would throw most of the time if you're fishing a little bit deeper water, or you want to have a little more disturbance on the bottom. Say if you're fishing around one of your deeper lakes, you may go up to a 3/4, get a little more bounce along the bottom. If you want to fish a little shallower, you can definitely drop down to a 3/8. That's probably as small as I'd go, because I still like that bait to be bouncing along the bottom. I'm fishing it on 14-pound vicious fluorocarbon. Definitely want to stay with a little bit lighter line. Gives you better feel. Lets your bait have a little more action in the water. And I'm throwing that bait on the Pinnacle Perfecta 7.3 Carolina rig rod. I like that rod. It has a nice soft tip, so you can throw out there a good long ways with it. And then when you get a bite, you can pull up a lot of slack, because that's a 7-foot 3-inch rod, and it's got a nice tip to when you get that fish close to the boat. You can play them around, and still has enough backbone to swing them right in, unless they're something trophy worthy you might be netting. And definitely want to have a Pinnacle Optimus 7.3-to-1 reel. This is the XLT. I really like this. This is the gold reel. I really like that reel. Holds up real well. It's a real fast ratio, and it's got a nice drag system, so you can really dial it in. Make sure you have enough drag to get a good hook set. But then if you get a 5 or 6 pounder and you get it close to the boat and he makes a big strong run, it's going to give you a little bit of slip. So you want to make sure you definitely have it strong enough. So there's a little new look on a new bait from all my Bass East buddies.
What you want? Come on.